When York and Lafayette square off Friday night in a matchup of the last two unbeaten teams in the Bay Rivers, a lot more than unblemished records will be on the line. The showdown will also decide the district title, as well as a likely first-round bye in the Division III playoffs. Both sides think they have the necessary leadership, experience, and composure to prevail in the most anticipated football matchup of the season to date.
This team is a team that when it's time to strap it up, that's what they do. They strap it up and get ready to play. And you know, we're taking on a formidable opponent in Lafayette. We understand that completely. We're embracing the opportunity that we have this week to go play in a big game like this. And you know, there's going to be nerves all around when that game starts on both sides of the ball. But I'm confident that the experience of this senior class will kick in, and we'll get the job done the way we need to.
This team's been through 2 overtime games last year, a last-second field goal against these guys last year, 2 overtime games this year. So we don't panic a whole lot if it comes down to a tight game. So, and I think that's a good thing to have in your football team.
While both teams are known more for their high-powered offenses, Lafayette averages close to 40 points a game, while York has scored under 30 points just once. The coaches believe that defense will be the biggest factor in deciding the outcome.
Well, I think that'll be the biggest factor in this game. Whichever team's defense plays the best, the team's probably going to win. Even though the offenses are 2 completely different styles, they're both pretty good. So whichever defense can figure out how to slow the other one down, I figure that team has the best chance to win.
I think defense is the key this week for both teams. The ability to stop the other guys, because both of us can move the ball. So defense is going to be a major factor. Turnovers is going to factor in this week. And special teams, I think, will play a role. The 2 offenses we already know can do what they do. So it's a matter of the other guys really stepping up and being that formidable defense.
As usual, York will ride the strength of versatile quarterback Alex Johnston, who has passed for 1,000 yards each of the last 3 seasons. He says running back Jake Norman makes his job much easier.
He opens up a lot. We run out of spread a lot. It's hard to run out of spread, actually, with Jake. But he does a good job running, keeps everyone honest, keeps people in the box, so it definitely helps out the passing game.
For Lafayette, their wing T offense revolves around fullback Will Capers, who Coach Lynn calls the hammer, which sets up future Virginia Tech wide receiver Thomas Smith downfield.
Yeah, like you said, Thomas, people can, he's a great athlete and he can do a lot of things for you, but the whole wing T offense is predicated around Will. If we don't have their linebackers biting on Will, or we don't have their defensive ends collapsing on Will, a lot of other things don't happen. So, that's why Will's got to carry the ball 25 times a game, and he's just pretty good at carrying it.
Fullback game, as we pride as offensive linemen, we pride ourselves off of Will's accomplishments, because the offensive lineman is what basically makes the fullback game go. So we just got to keep opening up holes and just get off our first step, get off the football, and stay low and drive, and that basically wins. That makes us break open holes for them. So
Coach Pereira says Capers is also the main focus of his defense as well.
It's Capers, and if we can't stop their run game, then that's what allows everything else to work. Thomas Smith is an amazing player. I'm not taking anything away from him. But Capers sees the ball more as a general rule with that offense. I've always had a high regard for what he's able to do out there. We really need to shut him down as best as we possibly can.
Kappa added that an abrupt and disappointing end to last season has made the Rams even hungrier this year.
We've worked all off season since the day we heard that we were kicked out of the playoffs last year, and it's been a motivating factor to get to this point. I mean, this game is just one stepping stone to what we really want. We want to win states, and this game will show a lot of how much we want it and how much we're determined to get to our final destination, which is ultimately states.
This has been Will Armbruster reporting for WI Daily.